sorry guys. Okay, Beyonce, you won't have to be a little bit quieter. I'm trying to do a tutorial. If you ever see me in person, you're like, why does Alison have a large brown line on her face? It's because I'm contouring away my insecurities. Hey guys, it's me Alison. Today we are doing my everyday makeup routine. This is what I wear most days at school. Well, not most. Well, actually a lot of days. If I want to go full out, cake my face and stuff, this is what I wear. I mean, other days I'll wear just like mascara or like, it depends on the day, but a lot of days I like to go for this one. I want to feel like a glamorous queen. Disclaimer, excuse my crusty hands during the tutorial, but people in real life know that my hands bleed because they're so dry, because a mixture of dry weather and I wash my hands a lot leads to my hands being super crusty. Also, I'm a little bit sick, so sorry if I sound gross during any parts of the tutorial, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and let's get into it. So the first thing I like to do is my eye makeup, so I use the Lime Crime Venus palette and I use the shades Creation and Icon, which is a light brown and a darker brown. And yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple look and I only use like 3 brushes for it, so let's get started. So first I take Creation, the lighter brown. I take Creation and I put that all over my eyelid. And then next I take this blending brush, it's also a BH Cosmetics brush, and I just blend out the edges. Right now my lips are feeling very chapped, so we're going to take my EOS lip balm. This is the Wildberry one, and we're just going to put that on. Then next I take another BH Cosmetics brush. This one's like, it's stubby, it's short and stubby, that's how I describe it. And I take the color Icon, which is like this dark brown. You guys can see it? Take that and I put it on like the outer third-ish of my eyelid because I know I'll be blending it in quite a bit, so I don't want to put it too far in. Ooh, wow, that eye got a lot. Huh. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like rushing or something? I don't know. Oh, and then I'm just blending it, by the way. That side is too much, so we're going to even it out on this side. That's better. That's better. So I tend to get like fallout under my eyes, but I rely on my foundation and concealer to clean that up. Next, I take my Urban Decay 20% Glide on eye pencil and I just line the top lash line. And then my thing to get like a kind of wing on my eyeliner is I go a little bit too far and then I just take my finger and like swipe up at the edge, so it gives it like this really faint gradient like wing, like it just kind of fades out to be a little pointed. So I don't know, I like doing that because I feel like it makes it look better. Just kind of opens up my eyes a little bit because I can't do winged liner for the life of me, but like if I do it this way it works out. And I really like pencil liner because it's literally just like drawing a line. And then I also rely on foundation and concealer to help me clean that up later. So yeah, just kind of clean it up. And yeah, I don't line my lower waterline for day-to-day looks because I know that when I like go through the day it gets like under my eyes and I look like a raccoon. But I'll do it if I want to go a little more all out because I like how I look with it, at least at the beginning of the day before it gets smudged. Okay, next step is I will do my eyebrows because for some reason I jump around and a lot of times I'll forget mascara at first, so I will come back to that later. Anyway, I'm taking a Morphe spoolie and just brushing out my eyebrows. And then my current favorite way to do my eyebrows is with the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and this is the one in Brunette. So I just take this and I love it because it stays on all day. So I just take it and I'm so much better doing my right eyebrow because of the way I can angle my right hand. But then my left eyebrow was a little wonky tonky. Anyway, this one was actually a little bit messy. Whoa. So I just wipe up messiness with like my fingers. And again, this is why you do it before your foundation and concealer. Then I dip it back in the tube and do the other eyebrow. And I'm kind of messy with it because I know I can just clean it up with my finger. That's my eyebrows for today. It's a lot easier to do your eyebrows once you get them done. Okay, now I'm going to go back and do mascara now that I've remembered. So we're going to curl my lashes with my Revlon eyelash curler. And then, we're going to take, so I usually do either the Urban Decay Perversion or Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. Today I'm going to do Perversion because I don't feel like having Too Faced mascara on me tomorrow. Because I have the Too Faced waterproof sample, or travel size, so that like sticks on my eyelashes. They're both great. I like the Too Faced Better Than Sex one a lot, but I also like the Perversion. It really makes my eyelashes look so different. I only put on my top lashes because I have Asian eyelashes, and then like the bottom ones just don't work out with it, so because then my eyelashes stick together and it's not a good time. So then my eyes look really wide for a while because I'm trying to let it dry. Oh, did I get product on here? So now the eyes and eyebrows are done. So guys, for face primers, I will either use the Rimmel Stay Matte one or the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I'm trying to use this up because I'm trying to switch to all cruelty-free makeup. So I'm just using up all the like makeup I bought in like 6th and 7th grade before I knew about cruelty-free makeup. Oh god, my hands are crusty. Okay, so I'm gonna use up this one today because I want to get rid of it. Oh, it's almost gone. It's not coming out. Did I finally use it up? There might be a little more. Oh, there's more. So we're going to use the Stay Matte one today, and then I think that was probably one of the last uses of it. So I just take this on my hand, and then I go ahead and apply it on my face. Oops, I missed my forehead. So I apply it to these places. And then I also make sure to put it on my neck, kind of. I'm not too worried about getting my entire face with this, because it's just kind of primer, and some days I've gone without primer. So anyway, then I just go ahead and blend it in with my hands. Next step, I take my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Mine's in warm beige, and I just take this and I put some on the back of my hand. That should be good, I think. I love this foundation. It's great. I want to try the Fenty Beauty one. I've like kind of put it on myself at Sephora, but like that's it. Oh, did I get too much today? I don't know. So yeah, just make sure to get like my cheeks, my forehead. So I usually like put it in this formation every time. And yeah, just make sure to get as much as I can off the back of my hand. And then I take my Morphe foundation brush. It is caked with foundation. I have not washed it since I got it. Like, I've never washed this brush, and I got it on like, I don't know, the first time I used it I think was December 31st, because I took a video. It's on this channel. Anyway, and then I just blend it in. And I really make sure to blend down my neck, because I hate when you see people's foundation end at their jawline and you're like, oh no. And you know, blend that down. Make sure to blend it into my hairline, because personally I don't really care if I get foundation in the very front hairs as long as it's like blended to the edge. I'd rather have it in my hair than have like a line between my face and my hair where there's like a weird discoloration. You feel me? And then really make sure to get like your nose creases. I don't know, I always get concerned about that. So once I've blended it in fair enough with the brush, I take my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just kind of bounce it on my face a little bit more to make sure there are no like harsh lines. I just really don't want like weird foundation lines. Do you feel me? Oh frick. So I just kind of go over what's in my hair, I don't know. So yeah, just kind of bounce it around and make sure everything's blended in nicely. And then I go ahead and take my e.l.f. concealer. This is in the shade Fair. That was like their lightest shade. I wanted to play it safe because you can't swatch stuff at drugstores, so I just take this and put it under my eyes like that. So I'm just kind of like, yeah. Usually do like 3 little line strokes. But yeah. Then I just blend it out with the sponge. Since this concealer is like a little too light for me, I make sure to cover it in my Revlon Nearly Naked Pressed Powder in the shade Light. So I just like make sure to get there, and then I also cover the rest of my face in this. Like, I don't know how other people cannot set their whole face because I'm so concerned about foundation like melting off. Because like when I started watching makeup tutorials, beauty gurus like covered their entire face in powder. They were like, you gotta set that foundation. So I was like, okay, but nowadays people do like dewy looks so they don't cover their entire face, and I'm like, how? So I make sure to set everywhere. And this powder is also too light for me, so I make sure to blend that in. I got really tan when marching band started, okay? And then I go ahead and take this again and just kind of blend. Just to make sure it's all Gucci. Okay. Next up, these are my favorite steps. I love face makeup. I take my Smashbox Sculpting Cheek Palette, the Draw and Decked Out Sculpting Cheek Palette. I love this thing. My aunt got it for me for Christmas. I love it so much. The highlight in it is ridiculous. The highlight was my favorite thing for January and most of February. And then I love the contour bronzer. Like the blushes are pretty too. It's fabulous. So I take a small stippling brush from my Morphe brushes. Take the contour shade. It's the brown one, dark brown. And I put this slightly above the hollows of my cheeks, because one of my insecurities is my chubby cheeks, so I contour the heck out of my face. If you ever see me in person, you're like, why does Alison have a large brown line on her face? It's because I'm contouring away my insecurities. So I get both areas. And I kind of honestly work it down into the hollows of my cheeks too. It's because Haley Brinkle, and then I do my jawline and neck. Haley Brinkle once said in a video that people contour too low and it drags down their face. So she said to go a little bit higher than you would think or something, or like a little bit above the hollows of your cheek. Oh, that's too much, that's too much. It shows up less when I don't wear foundation, so yeah. Then I take a giant Morphe brush and I blend it. This brush gets like hairs everywhere. Like I end up with like little white brush hairs everywhere after this. Okay. Next I take this like angled, probably blush brush from Morphe, and I use it for bronzer, so I take the bronzer shade. I didn't used to know the difference between bronzer and contour, and ever since I got this palette, now I know. Anyway, I just go over where I put the contour, and this helps to deepen the contour, and it also adds warmth to my face, and I love it. So, yeah. Ooh, too much on that side, way too much. I have way too much on that side of my face. And then I take the giant brush and I blend it out again. Okay, then I take this little like blush brush from Essence of Beauty, and I take the color, I think it's called Rosette? No, it's called Yes Queen. It is called Yes Queen! I take the color Yes Queen from this palette, and it's like a warm, like peachy blush, and I just put it on the apples of my cheeks. You can't see it. Ah! Too much, too much, too much. Okay. So yeah, I loved the highlight in here called Pearl. I loved that for so long, but I recently got the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian, so I am wearing that now because it stays on all day. Like all day. I am still gleaming later. So I take this Morphe brush. I used to kind of think it was a concealer brush. It might be an eyeshadow brush. I don't really know what it is, but I use this and I just go into Flexitarian, and then I put a little bit on the tip of my nose because it stays all day. It is a bright highlighter. So I just take that and I put it on the tip. Nose highlight is like my favorite thing. Like highlight and contour just make my look so much better. Like I leave, okay, so like I come in my room, do my makeup, and then when I go back in the bathroom later, I'm like, I look so different. I look like a Barbie doll as soon as I step back in with like highlight and contour. Okay, so nose highlight, I love it. It makes me feel so put together and normal. And then I take a fan brush and I just go back into Flexitarian and I put this on my cheeks. Ooh, girl. Oh, look at that. Yes, queen. Yeah, that's the name of the blush. Ooh, yes. Yes. Who is she, as Netta says? Oh my god. This highlight, oh my god. And it stays all day, and I'm like, it was only $8. It was only $8. Get yourselves one of these. So then I also kind of blend it with my fingers because I don't want my highlight to be too harsh, although it usually is anyway, but whatever. So then, this is the finished look. So yeah, I don't do anything for my lips besides lip balm, so that's how I look a lot of days. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, everyone. If you're not already, hug the camera, please like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Alison, and bye.